When you talk about quarterbacks in the NFL today on the Elite Sports Entertainment Network, we are talking about the elite production. Our top 6 cornerbacks in the league today, and also 3 teams who desperately would love to have their services. Hello everyone, this is Logan Landers, joined of course by Jay McLovin here on the Elite Sports Entertainment Network. Be sure if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Without further ado, Jay McLovin, how you doing this afternoon? Are you ready to talk some football, my friend?
Oh, yeah. As a Cowboys fan who was in desperate need, you better believe it.
Teams in need, we're going to be talking about these teams a little bit later on, but just a sneak preview. Teams in need we're talking about this afternoon, we have the Miami Dolphins, the Washington Commanders, and Jay's very own Dallas Cowboys. Now, Jay, you are going to be taking off the fan hat, putting on the analysis hat. Jay, this is going to be a great video. I'm excited to talk about these great cornerbacks and where we're going to rank them number 6 through 1 because 5 is just not enough. We'd like to show a little bit of love here on the channel. So without further ado, Jay McLovin, let's get into it. Number 6, who do we have here on the board? Coming out of Philadelphia, Fly Eagles Fly. It is your NFC East rival, the Philadelphia Eagles, but you have to respect the game of Quinyon Mitchell. What do you like about the young man?
Yeah, like I said, if you look at his pass deflections and things of that nature, and also the total tackles at 75, Quinyon Mitchell is one of those guys that you could put him on that side of the field and know that if it's not fully shut down, it will be partially shut down. And you, as you know, as a Cowboys fan, and I'm not having my Cowboys fan on, as a Cowboys we need a guy that can shut down part of the field so we can donate more of those to the other side since we don't have a pass rush. What I like about Quinyon Mitchell is that he's a physical guy and he can keep on the defender. And he has no problems tackling. And I think a lot of times these cornerbacks don't like to tackle. But the fact that he does, and he is a physical corner, that's the kind of guy that I would want on my team.
Quinyon Mitchell, as you see here, drafted in 2024, Fang won the championship. And Mitchell was a major part of that, Jay. And as we know, he didn't come from a major school. He came from Toledo. And everyone, whenever he was drafted, thought that it was a bad move by Philadelphia, that they were wondering, why are you drafting a guy out of Toledo in the first round? But he's proved them wrong time and time again. And Quinyon Mitchell, he is ranking number 6. He's made it in the league for just a short amount of time, but my goodness, has the young man made an impact in the league. Jay, number 5 on the list, moving down one more. We're going out to Kansas City, as we know, kind of the standard bearer for team development and for championships this last decade. We're going, of course, talking about Trent McDuffie, very talented corner here. And as you see the numbers on the screen, they don't lie. And he has been a major factor as to why Kansas City has been a force to be reckoned with here for many, many years.
Again, 33 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, all pro. This is the kind of guy that doesn't have to be necessarily physical, because he can get you with his speed. And the fact that he has 33 pass deflections, that tells me that he is covering you like a blanket. And the fact that he has 3 interceptions, that even adds a little bit more fuel to a very well-lit fire, might I add. He's the kind of guy that if you have one decent cornerback on the left side, and you put him on the right, and vice versa, because it's always interchangeable, he's the kind of guy that can shut down part of that field and allow your pass rush to do their job.
Jay, he can do it all. He can blitz, he can cover side to side, he can drop back. He is just a great player for KC. He fits their team, their strategy every single week, and you always have to watch him on tape because, like you said, he can get picks. What if he's not picking off a ball? He's knocking it down. And he has been a valuable asset to the Kansas City Chiefs in their reign since he was drafted first round, pick number 21 back in 2022. On to our next player we have here, Jay. Love talking these corners today. And this is for the Foxborough fans out there. Christian Gonzalez, very impressive talent, pick number 7 overall by New England. High hopes for him. And so far, he's lived up to it. What do you say?
Absolutely. Christian Gonzalez was the first piece of the Patriots during that rebuild. He was actually there before Vrabel came in. And I know when Vrabel came in, he's like, man, all right, I already got a good shutdown corner. All right, my secondary is off to this level. Now I can start drafting on those other needs that I need because I don't have to worry about Christian Gonzalez. Now, the thing about Christian is if you watch the Jets game, he will blanket you. He will blanket you. He will be all over you, and not to the point where he's touching you or grabbing on you, but he is right there, if not mirroring the wide receiver like he did last night against the Jets. 14 deflections, 3 interceptions. This is exactly what I would like to have if I was looking for a shutdown corner to put more emphasis on the other. So again, just like McDuffie, Gonzalez is another guy that can just cover you like a blanket with speed and agility, but very, very high football IQ. He knows exactly when the ball is coming.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call him Waffle House, Jay. Smother, cover, chunk, dice, however you like it. Christian Gonzalez, he's gonna be on those wide receivers, plays them tough, and he is a key part of that defense. Such a young age, he's been very impressive, and he's definitely helped out the folks there in Foxborough as they're continuing to get back on track to their winning ways. Once again, teams who need him, obviously, Jay, in the division, the Miami Dolphins would just absolutely love to have Christian Gonzalez, but instead of covering them, be on their team. But, Jay, we're going to go back to it here. We're going to be talking about our next cornerback. Very, very good player for the Houston Texans, Derek Stingley Jr., highly rated out of college, as you see here, pick number 3 back in 2022, and he has lived up to that hype. 13 interceptions, 42 passes defended, and, of course, a first-team All-Pro to boot, doing things out there in H-Town.
Yeah, Derek Stingley Jr. I think this would be any defensive coordinator's dream. Is to have a guy like Derek Stingley Jr. and also the one that we're going to talk about here in a minute. These are the next level guys. These are the guys that can turn that secondary into a Super Bowl contender within minutes. It's just amazing. Again, 13 interceptions, 42 pass deflections. I mean, literally, he was drafted pick number 3 overall. There's a reason why he was the 3rd pick overall. You don't see many Derek Stingley Jr.'s. I mean, these are the guys that remind me of the Deion Sanders type shutdown corner where you don't even want to throw his way. And so, yeah, Derek Stingley Jr. Is a guy that can shut you down and mirror you. And I got to tell you, this guy is special, Logan. And on a bright spot on a very struggling Texas defense in terms of the run and things like that. But the one thing they can't do is throw his direction. So anytime you get a guy like Derek, and I don't know why D'Amico hasn't done more of this in terms of double teaming on the left side where he's not at, or even on the right side when they switch him over, is beyond me, because the guy can literally shut down one side of the field. Numbers don't lie.
No, the numbers do not lie at all. And unfortunately, I know for you, he's playing for the wrong Texas-based team right now. I know you love him over there in Dallas, looking good with the star on his helmet, but instead, he's got the Texans logos there. So we're going to keep moving on, Jay, getting closer and closer to the end. Also, drop a comment who you think's going to be number 1. Let's get a prediction in here. But, Jay, number 2 on our board, formerly of the New York Jets, now on the Indianapolis Colts, Mr. Sauce Gardner. And my goodness, 2022 pick number 4, round number 1, 2-time first team All-Pro, 46 pass deflections for, as we know, a lowly Jets team he used to play on, and 3 picks. And we know that since he has been traded over to the Indianapolis Colts, he has made an immediate impact in a short amount of time. He is a standard bearer for what young corners should be like in today's game. Sauce Gardner, number 2 on our list. Jay, why do you have him there?
What an amazing guy Sauce Gardner is. I mean, when you talk about some sauce, you're going to get some sauce. And the Jets, this is one of the biggest bright spots on the Jets. But obviously they went through a rebuild, and they knew that they were going to get some valuable picks for him. So this is a huge pickup for the Indianapolis Colts, and already a well-balanced defense that they had. Now you add him into the mix over there, and now, like, again, this is another guy that you can shut down one side of the field, and he typically is on the number 1 guy. So whoever the number 1 guy is in that team, I promise you, they are not throwing his way. There's a reason why he only has 3 interceptions. There's a reason why he has a 46 pass deflections. They just don't throw his way, Logan, enough to really show it more on the stats. A lot of time when you're a shutdown corner, you're not going to have a lot of interceptions because they're not throwing you the ball. There's a reason for that. And that's the biggest accolade that a quarterback can have, is the fact that you have low interceptions because you're just not being thrown your way. And that speaks volumes for Sauce Gardner. And it doesn't show that in the stats, but this guy can shut down a field like nobody I have seen as of yet. Him and Stingley Jr., these are guys on the elite level, and then McDuffie and those guys, those are on the next level under. But Sauce is an elite corner, no doubt about it. Deion Sanders 2.0.
Jay, barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, whatever you like. Sauce Gardner's got all of it, and my goodness, does he show it each and every given Sunday. And it is now time for our number 1 pick who we believe is the best cornerback in the game right now, shutting down wide receivers left and right. And of course, who else but Patrick Surtain the second, as we know, doing things out there in Denver. And Jay, you know, three teams in need who would want him. Dallas Cowboys, Miami Dolphins, Washington Commanders all wish they could pick up Patrick Surtain the second. Defensive Player of the Year in 2024, 11 picks, 51 pass deflections, and was a top 10 pick by Denver back in 2021. He is the elite of the elite. Jay, why is Patrick Surtain number one on our list here on the Elite Sports Entertainment Network?
Patrick Surtain the second, 11 picks and 51 deflections. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year. There's a reason why he's Defensive Player of the Year. The guy is everywhere. Again, another shutdown corner. And when they throw him the rock, he's going to get the rock. And I don't know why anybody would want to throw anywhere near any receiver where he's in the vicinity of. It blows my mind. Again, this is a guy that will cover you like a blanket. And it's just phenomenal what he can do on a football field. And again, this is another Deion Sanders type quarterback where if you put him on your team and you have a good pass rush, there's a good chance that he's going to cause a lot of sacks because the quarterback is trying to find the other guy that's not covered by Surtain. And a lot of times we only have 4 to 5 seconds to get a pass off before you're sacked. If you're trying to key in on your number one receiver, which I guarantee you Patrick Surtain is covering, it's probably not going to be there. And you're going to scramble to get whatever receiver may be open so you don't take the sack. Patrick Surtain is somebody you want on your team if you want to have that top-ranked defense. He's definitely a game-changing corner.
It's like a heat-seeking missile wherever the football is. He's going to be right there on the spot, whether it's with your wide receivers, your tight end, your running backs out in the flat. Patrick Surtain is the guy that you want to avoid at all costs. And as you see, they try to go to him. He's got 51 deflections. They try to go to him again, 11 picks in his career, and many, many more. Patrick Surtain, you are number one in the minds of the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network for the 2025 season. However, we want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Who is the best cornerback in the league? Is it any of the options we see here? Did we miss someone? And also, is your team in need? Are you a Miami Dolphins fan, a Washington Commanders fan, or are you like Jay and a Dallas Cowboys fan who would love the services for all the players you saw here today that we covered? So for Jay McLovin, I'm Logan Landers. This is the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. Drop a comment down below. We want to talk with you, and we'll see you again on our next video.